Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, a series of topics where I give my interpretation of the lore and origins behind fictional characters, and in this video, we'll be focusing on Starswirl the Bearded. This analysis is to address everything we know and don't fully understand about characters in the My Little Pony universe, and throughout the series. With all that being said, let's get straight into it. Starswirl is one of the most well-known ponies among the three races, and perhaps noticeably for his intelligible reputation. He has made several cameos throughout the animated series, and made his first physical appearance in the Season 7 finale, making a return after he disappeared into limbo for thousands of years, but I will get back into that in just a moment. As a unicorn, he had studied magic throughout his life and experimented many different things, all except for the power of friendship. This is where he created the elements of harmony, alongside with his fellow companions, or as we prefer to call them, as the Pillars of Equestria. Each of these ponies share a special trait that withholds powerful magic which resembles the elements of harmony. There is hope, bravery, strength, healing, beauty, and sorcery. While Starswirl being the element of sorcery, he uses his intelligence to advance his studies about the magical world of Equestria they live in. And throughout his life, Starswirl has made numerous discoveries. One of them involves the Changelings. As I previously shown in a past video of the history of Queen Chrysalis, it appears that Starswirl accidentally released these love-feasting creatures. This was from the My Little Pony comics, of course, so this has not been confirmed canon, but I'll leave that up to viewers to decide. Speaking of the comics, it's also worth noting that in the My Little Pony Friendship's Magic comics from issue 17 and issue 18, by the end of each sequence, it tells a short story how Starswirl the Bearded founded his magic hat, which both share a different context. It's unclear if this is what Starswirl remembers, or this could be just a major gap somewhere that happens to be in his memories. In other words, this illustration depicts what Starswirl believes would happen, but knowing that there are two stories from two separate comics showing what really happened, it seems odd and confusing. There's not really much details either, just goes to show how Starswirl got his hat. Starswirl has made a brief mention in the My Little Pony The Journal of the Two Sisters, as Celestia explains that for many years, Starswirl and other mighty unicorns had risen the sun and moon. However, he came to a realization that his magic is getting weaker, thus inviting Celestia and Luna to replace their role and crown them the rulers for Equestria's future. This was also presented from Season 8, Episode 7, titled Horseplay, where Twilight Sparkle writes a play to show how the legend occurred. According to the My Little Pony Legends comics, a unicorn named Stygian travels across Equestria in hope to find heroes and save his town, which eventually would come across Starswirl. It turns out that Starswirl and other heroes of Equestria, or as we now know as the Pillars of Equestria, were united because of Stygian. However, it was also mentioned that Starswirl wanted to create something very powerful, but likely harmless, only to drive the evil stuff away, thus creating the elements of harmony. After Starswirl and the Pillars of Equestria planted the seeds that would one day grow into the Tree of Harmony, he continued his research while teaching Celestia and Luna how to use the elements of harmony. Unfortunately for Starswirl, Luna became corrupted with darkness and its entity, forcing Celestia to banish her to the moon until the stars will guide her, freeing from her prison. Some time has passed, and this would be the last research Starswirl would make, as in My Little Pony issue 17 tells the tale of another mirror and its mysterious power. In the comic, Starswirl warned Celestia not to enter through the magic mirror, as it could potentially destroy both worlds. Or another possibility would be that Sombra's world would be merged with their own. While some time has passed, Stygian had came back with a black heart, frightening the Pillars with his dark magic, leaving them no choice but to banish him without doing any harm to Stygian after their long adventure together. However, it seems that this backfired, only causing Stygian and the Pillars to disappear into limbo. After that, all that remains is the artifacts that had belonged to each of the heroes of Equestria, now left there and forgotten. Then Season 7 happens, when Twilight and her friends bring back the old Pillars of Equestria. The show describes Starswirl as someone who has knowledge about everything. He appears to the main characters as a guidance to them, even though Twilight Sparkle never met Starswirl before. Yet, she had admired him throughout the series until Season 7 and onwards. Starswirl is also responsible for defeating the Dazzlings, meeting Scorpan to help stop T-Rex from draining all magic, and transporting himself along with his fellow heroes into time and space to ensure that the Pony of Shadows does not harm anyone. Well, that's going to wrap things up. This has been my full speculation on the history of Starswirl from My Little Pony. I hope you all enjoyed the video and learned something, or at least thought it was interesting. If you found this video helpful, be sure to rate this video with a thumbs up. That is all I have for now. Until next time, thank you all for watching. I'm Rukyoto, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.